Hello everyone, my name is Aaron McDermott. I am a junior chemistry and sociology major and thrilled at the opportunity to present at the Research Symposium for the first time. As we all know, college is a transitional period in a young adult's life. For many of us, it is the first time we get to explore our identity more independently. For this reason, I decided to do some theoretical research on identity and solidarity at Coe College for my sociological theory class. As a student on campus, I identify as a lot of things. In my introduction, I revealed two identities alone, my majors and my class year. Apart from that, I belong to Alpha Phi Omega Service Fraternity, the Writing Center, and a couple of other clubs on campus. However, I don't claim to identify as a Kohawk, and many of my peers don't either. Sports are not well attended by the student body, and students tend to stick to their own groups throughout most of the year rather than experiencing solidarity in general as Kohawks. Particularly in contrast to a school like the University of Iowa, where the Hawkeye identity seems to flourish, I began to wonder why Coe did not have the same solidarity as Kohawks, what I will term school spirit from now on. This prompted me to ask, how and where does Kohawk identity and school spirit manifest itself at Coe College? To answer my research question, the first thing I had to do was define Kohawk identity. To do this, I identified and analyzed Coe College rallying points, objects, people, events, or even mottos that generate solidarity and define collective identity on Coe's campus. Four things stuck out to me as rallying points that were applicable to all Coe College students: the victory bell, flunk day, the motto, Coe makes it possible, you make it happen, and homecoming weekend. Through the analysis of Coe College marketing videos, I identified the meaning behind each of these rallying points and crafted a definition of Kohawk identity. My first rallying point, the victory bell, stands prominent in front of Struve Hall on campus. It also serves as a logo for Coe College, as seen here in the upper right-hand corner of the slide. The bell is rung by every student as a first year, then rung again at graduation. A Coe marketing video claims that ringing the victory bell signifies the beginning and end of a Kohawk's journey. Based on this, one part of being a Kohawk is valuing knowledge and collectively striving for a degree. The next rallying point is flunk day. Every year, or at least almost every year, as we didn't get to have one this year due to circumstances, all classes are canceled by the institution on one undisclosed day and festivities commence. Students speculate what day flunk day will occur for weeks before it happens. On that fateful day, there are activities offered for many different interests so all Kohawks can enjoy their day off, including physical activities, a keg offered to students of drinking age, video gaming, and art. Flunk Day symbolizes Kohawk identity through building community and having fun. We've all heard this next one. Coe makes it possible, you make it happen is pictured here as a mural on a classroom wall. This is Coe's motto. One student from a marketing video agrees with the sentiment behind it, saying that having the balance of Coe providing opportunities and myself making opportunities made my experience really great here. Campus involvement, then, is another aspect of Kohawk identity. Finally, homecoming is one of the only days where the football stadium is full for the big homecoming game. Coe alumni, young and old, return to campus and mingle with the current students, remembering their college years and participating in various events. Homecoming demonstrates that being a Kohawk is more than just currently attending Coe. It lasts a lifetime. In summary, identifying as a Kohawk means striving for the common goal of education, building community through fun, being involved on campus, and valuing the time spent at Coe. Now that Kohawk identity is defined, I am able to apply this definition to Coe's subgroups to see how they uphold this identity. For this presentation, I will focus specifically on fraternities. According to a sociological study on fraternities, Thomas S. Smith concludes that they offer an escape from the abysmal and intolerable freedom of alienation, and bring about the crystallization and anchorage of self-identity through the commitment to the group. This suggests that there is a solidarity between the brothers of a fraternity. It turns out all four aspects of Kohawk identity are met within the confines of brotherhood. Fraternities have social events among themselves and along with other campus fraternities and sororities, reinforcing brotherhood. Building community and having fun? Check. Each fraternity has a philanthropy, a specific cause that they support through fundraising and hosting events. These typically involve engaging non-fraternity members in donations, charity events, and more, making the fraternity very visible to campus and even the wider community. Campus involvement? Check. Alumni of fraternities offer career connections to its members and interact with the currently active brothers. The connections made in their fraternity allows them to value the time they spent at Co. Check. Finally, as every member of the fraternity is also a student, the brothers of a fraternity support each other in their academic endeavors, helping them towards ringing that victory bell at commencement. Striving towards academic achievement? Check. The fact that all four values held within the Kohawk identity are represented within fraternities allows its members to cohere within the subgroup rather than identifying as a Kohawk. School spirit manifests within Co's Greek life. The trend of school spirit residing within subgroups rather than through Kohawks as a whole can also be seen visually. With the permission of two of my good friends who are in Greek life, Krista and Noah, I looked through their Instagram photos and noticed that any mention of being a Kohawk appeared during their first year at Co, before they were integrated into many subgroups. You can see these images on the left. The caption on Krista's photo reads, "I never imagined I would be a bird, but here I am as a Kohawk." And Noah and his friend are seen holding Kohawk Mom and Kohawk Dad signs at an admissions event. Soon after, Krista and Noah joined Greek life and other clubs and organizations. You can see here on the right that many of the pictures from their co-experience represent their involvement in Greek life rather than as a Kohawk, reinforcing their identity and solidarity within the fraternities while still exhibiting the values of Kohawk identity. Aside from fraternities, class year served as another important subgroup of interest, with class solidarity and an introduction to the Kohawk identity occurring during first-year orientation. Additional subgroups, including majors, sports teams, and other clubs and organizations, also exhibit most of the values of Kohawk identity, allowing students to cohere more closely with these subgroups rather than as a Kohawk. By analyzing rallying points to determine the values upheld by Kohawk identity, and then applying this definition to subgroups at Co College, I conclude that solidarity is created within subgroups, contributing to school spirit and identity. However, as an academic institution, people identify and cohere more closely to their subgroups than as Kohawks. So, while the stadiums may not be full, and students may not think to claim the identity of Kohawk, we are still all instilled with the school spirit and Kohawk identity through involvement in subgroups. My research demonstrates why school spirit may not be immediately visible at Co College and opens a path to further research. A comparative study between Co and either a larger institution like the University of Iowa or another small liberal arts college may reveal more about the nature of identity and solidarity at academic institutions. Furthermore, this research raises questions as to whether students come to Co because of the subgroups or because of the college itself. These findings may also be useful in answering the question of how the level of involvement in subgroups is related to the retention of students. I'd like to thank you all for attending my presentation. A special thank you to Professor Alyssa Boguslaw for sponsoring me and guiding my research, and to Krista and Noah for letting me use their Instagram profiles for my study. Go Kohawks!